Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good. My name is Officer Grace Gatpandan, Public Information Officer, San Francisco Police. Last name, Gatpandan. This morning at 7:26 a.m., San Francisco police officers responded to multiple calls for service regarding reports of a suspicious individual in the international terminal of San Francisco International Airport. Arriving on scene, San Francisco police officers made contact with a male individual, establishing that he appeared to be armed with a handgun. In the course of the law enforcement officers' engagement with the suspect, an officer-involved shooting occurred involving San Francisco police officers. Responding officers rendered aid to the man and summoned medics to the scene. The man succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced deceased. Also injured in this incident was a bystander who was treated by San Francisco Fire Department emergency personnel. That bystander was treated at the scene and ultimately transported to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. This incident is being investigated by the San Mateo County District Attorney's Office, the San Mateo County Sheriff's Office, SFPD Internal Affairs Division, the San Francisco Department of Police Accountability, and the County of San Mateo Coroner's Office. The California Department of Justice was additionally notified in conformance with state law. Additional information will be released as it becomes available. The San Francisco Police Department will convene a public town hall on today's officer-involved shooting within 10 days as part of our commitment to transparency. I'll take your questions one at a time.
Do you know anything about the weapons that this man had? Were they indeed firearms or were they pistols? What do we know about them?
So at this point, we know that the individual was armed with firearms. It's still under investigation on what type of pistols these are, what type of handguns. At this point, we do know that they were handguns.
Do you have any description on this person at all about his age, any of that stuff?
At this point, what we know is that it's a male individual. We are working with the San Mateo County Sheriff's Office to identify who he is. And as protocol goes, the medical examiner's office will notify next of kin. I imagine that in our 10 days' time, once we have that public town hall meeting, we'll have more information to provide you.
When was the last time there was
Go ahead.
These weapons were not replica weapons, were they?
It's still under investigation at this point. I can't tell you exactly what type of weapons these are. All I know is, and I could tell you, is that he was armed with a handgun.
The spokesperson for the airport also mentioned that the officers did try to use non-lethal weapons in this. Can you tell any public about that?
That's correct.
Can you talk about the de-escalation techniques that were used?
At this point, I cannot. I can provide you with more details on that and the town hall, simply because we need to review all the information that's available. We still need to speak with the officers who were involved, exactly what their statements are. It is an officer-involved shooting, and we want to make sure we have all information available on what type of de-escalation tactics were used. Because we can easily say de-escalation tactics, but we do want to be specific on how those were used in this particular incident.
How many officers? Video surveillance, how many cameras captured the incident?
We aren't able to release how many cameras on this particular area because this is San Francisco International Airport property. What we can release to you guys without compromising the investigation, we will do so within 10 days' time.
Do you know how the man got into this place?
That's still an investigation. All we have at this time is that police responded to the area behind me regarding an individual armed with a handgun.
Do you know anything about a motive, why he was here, why he had a handgun? Did he have an agenda plan, or how did this play out?
At this point in the investigation, there's no indication of this incident being involved with terrorism, like the individual came to commit some type of act of terrorism. It's contained to this particular event.
How many people were around in this terminal while this all unfolded 30 feet away from it?
As far as that, you'll have to contact Doug Yakel because he has more information on the parameters of the terminal. We provide security here.
Has SFPD ever had an officer-involved shooting on SFO property?
There has been one other one in the past. I'll have to get back to you that on the exact year, but it wasn't here, like same area, you know.
How many officers were involved in this investigation as far as this is concerned?
The number of officers involved in this investigation is still being determined. I know that officers are being interviewed right now, so I'm not going to have that info until 10 days for the town hall. Go ahead.
The TSA tipped off the police with saying that the man was acting suspiciously. What was that suspicious behavior you were told about?
You know, that is something that we are confirming with the people that called 911. There were multiple calls that we responded to. So as part of the investigation, it's very convoluted because there are multiple agencies here and who's going to take the lead and whatnot. But we are all working together just to find out who needs to talk to those people, who's taking the lead on this particular aspect. And as I said, the long list of agencies involved, it's going to take some time to really determine exactly what happened and what we can release to the public without compromising the investigation.
One more question.
And that's good.
Is an airsoft handgun considered a handgun?
An airsoft handgun, I would have to look at the exact definition in the public, but it's a gun.
Last question.
How long was the encounter between the man and police before police?
So police responded here about 7:30. I believe it was several minutes, like about 45 minutes, to the point where we requested medics to come to the scene. It's all going to be, we'll be able to have a handout and show you a timeline exactly on when everything happened, but this was not, you know, an encounter that occurred and ended within 10 minutes. There was enough time to provide resources, to get resources to this location to help de-escalate the situation. It wasn't something that just happened right off the bat.
Do you know if the man opened fire and his shots came from him?
I don't have any info on
How
that.
many officers shot?
Oh, that's what he asked.
Your name again?
Yeah, no problem. It's Officer Grace Pandan, GATPANDAN, Public Information Officer, San Francisco Police.
When will we know about the town hall?
We'll send an email out.
We'll release that as soon as we have a better idea.
Evidence of drug use just based on empathy? No?
No, we don't have any information on that. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes,
I'm waiting for the union guys to take their mics off.
we will take it off.
No rush. We appreciate your patience, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And gal. Thank you. You're welcome.
Just, she's got something. Triple checking. No,
Melanie,
problem.
of course.